Good day to everyone. Today I am going to present about 4 unique copper buildings. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nandakumar Ramachandran from Bachelor of Science in Project and Facility Management. My learning center is OEM Johor Bahru. A few unique copper buildings selected for my slide presentation. My first copper building is Museum of Fire, Zori, Poland. Quite interesting building structure and wish to visit once the opportunity knocked my door. Second is from the London GMS estate. The third is from Korea, the Daeng Gallery and House. The fourth, last but not least, Public Middle School from France. Let me start from the Museum of Fire, which overlooks the principal highway leading from the southern Polish city of Zori to the border. Was created with the principal objective of promoting the city. This building looks awesome, the Museum of Fire. The whole building looks like flame. The whole city of Zori, the name coming from the burning of fields that they used to do in the day to make it possible to replant them and continue farming next year. The whole city burned down 300 years ago. The shape of these walls and the copper panels that cover them create an impress of dancing flames. The space between the walls are fully glazed and form the access to the museum. The walls themselves are of concrete faced with a copper panel on the outside and left exposed on the inside. The floors are of black stone, the same material used for the surrounding external. The copper surface is fairy in color and polished to a high sheen so that it gleams and flashes in the sunshine. Since it is exposed to the element, the copper will normally be to effect on oxidation, which will destroy the fire effect. To get round this problem, the manufacturer of the copper panels devised a method of preventing the oxidation. The panels are coated in a special varnish similar to that used on the coachwork of cars. This transparent varnish forms a protective film over the glossy copper, preventing the formation of a patina and guarantee the flame effect for many years to come. Hi, let me introduce about GMS Estate, London. Let me brief a little bit about GMS Estate background. 3233 Great James Street Compromise, two 5-story terrace townhouse built between 1720 to 1724. The terrace is one of the few remaining intact Georgian street in London, close to Gray's Inn, Bloomsbury. The properties suffered bomb and fire damage during the Second World War and were patched up shortly after with a series of rare extensions. The annex contained poor office accommodation and some areas were in such bad condition that they were only suitable for storage area. The unique of the roof design faced with the restriction of the land lock site we took the existing height of key point around the perimeter to the rear of the listed building and used this for inspiration for an unusual triangle roof form. In order to maximize the potential of the space and introduce drama, certain elements of the roof shape were pulled upwards, increasing the internal floor to ceiling height. The full roof form is complemented using a copper bronze alloy in a flush rain screen arrangement. The patina selected to harmonize with the existing townhouse. The walls to the light were fully glass and additional windows and roof light added to maximize light penetration into the plan. The next slide is the dying gallery and house Korea. The description provided by the architect. The private gallery and house is seated in the hills of the Gangbuk of Korea. The project was designed as an experiment parallel to research studio on music. The basic geometry of the building is inspired by a 1967 sketch for a music score by the composer Instant, which was discovered in a book by John Cage titled Notations. This state of continued change and process informed many aspects of the building. Zhang He worked closely with both the owner and the design team to develop a custom patina for the copper panel system that would match the desired coloration with natural warmth. Because of the unique range of tones and the material's rich aging process, copper holds a special significance in the hearts and minds of those at Zhangner. The material's tones and color is in a state of flux, changing with each location based on the temperature, moisture, and its environment. This constant state of change will add character and soul to the gallery surface. The custom deep red tone that was developed will likely darken over time and eventually may even begin to green and blue. This difference between copper and other materials is that this constant state of corrosion is the process of forming stunningly beautiful protective barrier which will outlast any sealer, paint or protective coating. The next copper building is from France, Public Middle School of Labrador sur Lez. The strip of glazing surrounded by patinaed copper with a brown tone intended to reference the ploughed earth of the nearby agriculture land. The copper, a material that is natural and alive, serves the intention of giving the building a skin with a patina that will smooth with the age while also reinforcing the value sustainability, state the architect. Glass wall on either side of the lobby allow a view straight through to the courtyard behind, while the rest of the glazing set into the of the copper box look out onto grassy courtyard. These buildings are also clad in copper panels and further sliding shutters that can be closed to create entirely sealed surface. Copper surface continue inside the school building were polished with a more orange tone and applied to the wall of corridor and communal areas. This surface reflects daylight entering through full height windows and contrasts with the dark ceiling panels and columns.